Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the Allstate Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. Hi, folks, and welcome to this highly competitive matchup, as we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Boise State Broncos, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. The Hoosiers will kick this away to get us going. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. The Broncos offense comes on the field first today. We got a real treat today. We're going to see a matchup between a high-powered offense that's been almost impossible to stop against a defense that's been shutting people down. Kirk, this should be fun.
Well, this is what really you hope for in a game of this magnitude, is good versus good. And that's what we have, as you said, Chris. Outstanding offense, been producing all year, and this defense has been taking no prisoners, just dominant. Something's got to give today. I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, getting this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want this receiver to make a big impact today and get his confidence established early.
That completion makes it second and medium. Ball handed off. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Boy, great job by this defense on this second down run. Just stonewalled him at the line of scrimmage. Now they get a chance to really pressure the quarterback here, try to get off the field.
Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. To throw, it's Madsen. The pocket breaking down. Swarm with a pass rush, a sack.
Well, this is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
The Broncos will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. The Hoosiers offense comes out for their first possession today. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team. Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Gets into space at the 50. Finally make the tackle, but not before he crosses midfield. First down at the 44.
Boy, we're just getting started here, and already you can feel a rhythm between a quarterback and a receiver. Nice job again getting back in the pocket, making a nice, accurate throw to one of his top targets.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Important second down play coming up. Looking to throw it again. Catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Now, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
And the Hoosiers pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. He'll hand it off. Jukes to get free. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. To the air. It's Mendoza. Receiver makes the grab. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
The Hoosiers will line up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Touchdown, Indiana. They couldn't stop him there.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And the coverage team gets him down. Not much gained on that return. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Solid run. Moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Off play action. He's looking to throw. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Breaks a tackle in the clear now. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
That's tough for this defense. You give up the catch, but you also let the receiver break a tackle and get some yards afterward.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. And the quarterback keeps it here. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
2nd down play coming up. Looking to throw. It's Madsen. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He'll be taken down. Marker on the field. If it's on the offense, that'll be a sack. So that offensive penalty will be declined by the defense. They're happy to take the result of that play. And the Broncos will send their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Fights through the tackler. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Tough spot. The offense has to convert a 3rd and long from the 30 to get this drive going. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Tries the right with a quick throw. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! They make the tackle, but not before he gets all the way to the 30.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
And the Hoosiers will have 1st and 10 here. To the air. It's Mendoza. Caught over the middle. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
A completion makes it 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
Teams are getting more and more creative with how they run their counter plays. Gone are the days of everyone under center running the counter tray. Now you're seeing it modernized. We'll see how many different versions they'll run today.
The Hoosiers are on the move here. And then 1st down, right back to the running game. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Caught by the receiver. That's a quick tackle, but they pick up solid yardage on that short throw.
Boy, the slant route is already a difficult pass to defend in man coverage, but especially against a receiver like that. Man, good luck. A big receiver, they can use their body to shield the defensive back from the ball if it's placed correctly by the quarterback.
Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. Makes the grab on the move. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all 4 quarters, it could get really ugly by the 4th.
And the Hoosiers looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he goes nowhere. Stop pulled behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So, Kirk, Indiana has the lead here. And at the end of the 1st quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Flipped ends of the field, ready now for the 2nd period. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. 3rd and goal, looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab. Can he get there? They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up 4th down.
Chris, a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
Knocks that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now to begin at the 19. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to...
Here he goes. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
This defense has got to be aware of these quick throws to these wide receivers. They're lucky he didn't come up with more yards.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. And the single back takes the handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Looking to throw. It's Madsen. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. A deep shot to the right. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. This one will be fair caught. And now the first play of this drive now from the 35. Off the play fake on 1st down. Looking for the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
An inside give now from the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
The quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Short pass finds the tight end. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
High completion sets up an important third down play. QB decides to keep it here. The Hoosiers pick up enough yardage to get a first down.
We got a short pickup here, but just what they needed. This will keep the drive moving, and you know what it's going to do? Plant a seed on this defense. Anytime they run that option, beware the quarterback.
And the Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. But I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Now it's 2nd down here. Takes the handoff again. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The Hoosiers with 1st and 10 here. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Great execution on the RPO. Quarterback does a nice job as he's putting the ball into the belly of the back, making sure to read his key. This defense was determined. They came up to stop the run. Quarterback saw it, pulled it out, hit the quick slant right behind it for some great yards.
Using his legs, it's Pemby.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
9th play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Mendoza. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. He knocks it through with confidence, and they add to their lead.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. And then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
That completion sets up a 2nd down play. The back's got it. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the 1st down.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He'll be taken down. There is a flag in the field. We'll see if this sack holds up. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here trying to cut into this lead before halftime. This pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up 2nd and long. Same tailback, another carry. And he goes nowhere. Stop pulled behind the line of scrimmage.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
So 2 losses in a row puts him in a tough spot, 3rd and very long. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. And he finds his tight end for the catch. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Well, I don't mind the quarterback making this throw. He found the open receiver. Really would have loved to seen a little bit more effort by this wide receiver to get to that first down marker. Instead, we got a 4th down decision.
No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. So here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 43. Caught over the middle. It's Cooper. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
First down here for this offense. Dropping back. It's Mendoza. It's a quick grab. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
This quarterback has a lot of different options, but I don't mind him getting this wide receiver involved so early in the game. Let him build up his confidence. He could have a monster day for you.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. Quarterback still with the football. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, he keeps it on the option, and it's not always the big play. It's sometimes just getting the first down. He does a nice job of knowing where he needed to go. We got a new set of downs.
And the Hoosiers have 1st and 10 here. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He's got it with room to run. Touchdown, Hoosiers. They connect for 6.
I mean, body blow after body blow. It just cannot get any worse for this defense. The offense, once again, driving the ball down the field, puts the ball into the end zone for another touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 20-point lead. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. They'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Looking to pass. It's Madsen. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
And that is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
The Broncos will kick this away to begin the second half. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Hemby. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
The gain moves the ball to the 39. It'll be first down. Handoff here from the shotgun. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Second down after that previous play. And the same runner's got it again. After second effort, he's brought down, but he's past the marker.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Taking a shot deep down the right side. Touchdown, Indiana. And the route is on.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Keeping it on the ground here. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
They look to throw it here on second down. Lets it go quickly. Catch is made down the middle. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
The defense spreads all over the field playing zone, trying to make this quarterback make a mistake by throwing it into coverage. But he finds the soft spot on the curl and picks up a first down.
First down and 10. To throw, it's Madsen. Wide open downfield. And he goes down after a solid gain. That's enough for a first down.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
And the Broncos come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
After the sack on first down, it's second down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
They punted 4 times already, on the verge of a 5th, but they can't convert this third down. Looking for a man deep on the right side. Oh, and it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
The Broncos will have to punt this one away. On to kick now for the 5th time tonight. And that sets up a return. The returner is brought down. Gets started on the next drive. First play of the drive now. They'll start from the 32. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Running play goes backwards, makes it second down and 12 now. Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. Pulls it in, it's Williams. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle, it's Cooper. They bring him down, but it's a big play all the way to the 43.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. On the run, it's Skemby. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw complete to the tight end. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Back to pass. It's Mendoza. He's going to take off. Tried to use his legs to make the first down. Couldn't get there. And now it's a 4th down call.
I just love the fact he doesn't take a sack here. In fact, I'm sure he can imagine hearing his coach saying it's 3rd down. Do not take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't quite get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yards.
And that one's straight down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, you're going to have to keep your eye on that defensive end. If he collapses down inside to the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself as a quarterback to the outside. Now, if he stays outside, you're going to go ahead and leave it in the running back's belly. In this case, he pulled it and got some good yards himself.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. To throw, it's Madsen. Over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive. The best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
They'll kick it away here. Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at the 42. They'll give it to the running back. The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run, loses 2 yards.
Well, it's not been their day as a defense, but you can see they have not given up. What a big hit into the backfield that time.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it in the open. They make the stop, but it's a big gain down to the 29.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
So the big chunk play has the offense already in field goal range with a fresh set of downs. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a 1st down in the red zone. This is turning into a monster day for this quarterback, Kirk. His passing yards now up over 350.
Yeah, it seems like this defense has tried everything. They're blitzing. They're sitting back in zone. They're trying to double coverage certain receivers. Everything that they've tried is, unfortunately for them, not working because of how well this quarterback is seeing it and throwing today.
So, Kirk, Indiana has the lead here. Hasn't been much of a contest so far, and the stats will reflect that. Let's see if a comeback is in store here as we start the 4th quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Well, they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Back to pass. It's Mendoza. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
Chris, another accurate throw by this quarterback, and this guy has just been on fire all game long, over 200 yards passing, but more importantly, making great decisions for this offense and put them in a position to win this game.
First and goal, handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a pretty good effort by this defense to come up with that loss. Let's face it, it has been a really long game for these guys, but I love that they've not given up and they're still out there fighting.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. Trying to find some room. It's Hemby. Touchdown, Hoosiers! This offense cannot be stopped.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Man, this defense has had a great game today. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've done a nice job of taking the run game completely away, making it a lot easier to zero in on that quarterback in the pass game.
Offense in a split backfield now. Dropping back. It's Madsen. Makes a quick grab. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. Well, they feature the fullback as a receiver there, Kirk, but the defense was not fooled. They're all over.
I like the idea of trying to change it up and get the ball to the fullback because he doesn't get his hands on it very often. But as you said, the defense all over that, not fooled at all, and the result is a loss of yardage.
On third down, he drops to throw. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
What do you know, Chris? Another incompletion. You know, with how inept this passing game has been today, I don't have any confidence that they're going to be able to overcome this big of a deficit in the fourth quarter. If you gave them 2 more quarters, I still don't think they could get it done.
And the Broncos will line up to punt it away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're set up at the 40. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Breaks into the clear. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Yeah, the quarterback, to me, looked like his timing and rhythm just off a bit there on this option. Picked up some positive yards, but not able to get out in the open space and get a first down.
Getting set. Here's second down. Off target and incomplete.
Hey, I get that passing the football has had a lot to do with you building up this big lead, but at this point in the game, man, take care of your players, get them out of here healthy, run the football, and get out with a win.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on third down and 8. Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. Snags a quick throw. They make the stop, but good enough for a first down at the 29.
Well, why not, Chris? Here we are in the fourth quarter. It's third down. This guy's been making plays all game long. Go back to him again, and it works out.
The Hoosiers are looking to keep this drive going. Caught over the middle. It's Williams.
Good completion here by the offense. Good timing between the quarterback and his slot receiver. But I really like how this defense, sitting back in zone, is able to get to the football and not allow any yards after the catch.
And the Hoosiers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking to pass here on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. The Hoosiers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, they actually call a play that goes in the wrong direction. Seems like everything they've called is worked out, whether it's on the ground or through the air. And this time, the defense steps up and makes a play.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
Boy, this defense cannot find any way to slow this guy down. He's been making plays like this all game long, over 100 yards receiving on the day now.
And the Hoosiers will line up here on 1st down and goal. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Touchdown, Indiana. This offense really clicking.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
And now they'll set up for the point after. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
Chris, has just really been the story of the game. This defense has completely eliminated this offense's ability to run the football, made them one-dimensional, and that's why they haven't been able to put many points on the board.
So behind the 6, 2nd and long from their 14. Looking downfield, it's Madsen. Tried to squeeze one in there, but it's incomplete.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
Great call here on 3rd down to go with the option. He decides to keep it himself, get some yards, but not enough for the 1st down. Interesting call coming up now on 4th.
The Broncos will have to kick it away. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So first play of the drive coming here. They'll start at their own 49. Leaning on the run game here. He's in the clear. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a 1st down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? He keeps it. QB draw. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
How about the defense on this play right here? Chris, they go with a draw play to try to take an advantage of an aggressive defense that's pinning their ears to get upfield. But instead, it was almost like the defense was expecting the run. They're not surprised at all. They make a great play.
Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Finds an open target on the left side. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now.
Boy, these guys just won't let up. I mean, they already have this game out of reach. They have a big lead. They're still throwing the football and still just putting it on this defense every chance they get.
Well, here we go again. The field goal team is out there. This kicker's already got 3 makes in this game. This will be about a 53-yard attempt. Let's see if he can get it there. Makes it look easy. And they add to their lead.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Gets some space around the 30. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Boy, it's fun to watch this guy run the quarterback option. This time he keeps it. Big positive yards and a first down. The defense has got to figure out a way to slow this guy down.
Gain moves the ball to the 38. Another first down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Grab behind the line. It's Sherrod. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker. That completion makes it second and medium. Looking to pass. It's Madsen. Short connection to the tight end here. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. That short completion sets up a third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And it's incomplete as time runs out. Game over.